Okay, this is my third time recording this game, and I need to adjust the volume. Okay, maybe adjust it like there. Put it like there. And then raise the volume a little bit. Okay. Oh, I only have a few more levels left. Okay. So I'm on Mucus Life 01. But I feel like this is the type of game where you can, where the developers can continuously like add on new levels if they wanted to. And also this soundtrack is really cool. Or this music track. And this like opening scene. Wow. This kind of looks like one of the earlier levels. Like a closer view of that, oh, why is my volume so high? Oh, I hope that doesn't, like, mess up the recording. Okay, well, anyways, this kind of reminds me of one of the earlier levels where I was like, hey, that looks like a really cool thing in the distance, like maybe a Roman aqueduct or a highway, and maybe this level is like we're closer to that area. But anyways, I just want to say, I actually do appreciate this game a little bit more after like sleeping on it. Yeah, after like sleeping on this game, like literally, like I've been sleeping as people do. What am I talking about? And yeah, I think this game is cool, is what I'm trying to say. And oh, okay, so you could have gone there, and then you could have gone this way instead, and maybe here. Yeah, I think this game and its level designs are really neat, and I think especially some of these later levels, I am kind of impressed. They feel a little bit more like tightly designed, I guess some could say. I don't know if they literally arranged it like this, where some of these later levels were as a result of like working on this game for a long time. But it feels like that a little bit to me, where the level designer / coders or whatever finally kind of honed in on like specific sort of jumping challenges maybe, and also like the kind of like environmental design and like thematic design, I guess. Feels a little bit more like focused, I think. I'm just gonna pretend like I know where I'm going. Okay, there. But yeah, this is really neat. I'm trying to think about another term that I can use aside from megastructure, because that's just what everyone's gonna say. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm a megastructure enthusiast, exploring this large concrete space," and I just feel like at this point there needs to be another word to describe like this kind of setting. I don't want to use like post-apocalyptic like city decay, because that's just too wordy. Whoa. I'm trying to think of like a one-word thing. Concrete Heaven. The Concrete Heaven platformer. The monolithic slab. Monoslab. The monoslab platformer. Sure, whatever. I'm just gonna go with that for now. This is so far. This is one of my favorite monoslab platformers. No, that sounds dumb. I don't know. I'll workshop. I'll think about it a little bit more. But yeah, I just got done with sleeping. I don't know why I'm describing things like that. I just got done with sleeping, and I think I'm gonna record a few. Did I? Wait a minute. No, this is different. Is it? Yeah, it's different. Yeah, I got done recording. No, I didn't get done recording. I just started recording. I got done with sleeping, and now I'm recording. That was a really cool level, by the way. Continue. Whoa. See, this is what I mean. I feel like they honed in on like the sort of atmospheric design as well, like the thematic sort of feel, along with the sort of the layout of the level. Like this feels like the intro shot of some big budget like sci-fi, semi-dystopic, like big budget video, like film kind of thing. Sort of. And yeah, it's really cool. Well, I'm guessing that a certain movie probably had some influence on the design choice of the game, or like the look of this level specifically, or maybe like a couple of movies or a couple of things. But yeah, this part's really cool. I like how the apocalyptic decay concrete setting is inclusive. It includes like presumably desert areas or arid areas, and also like foresty areas, sort of. But I mean, this could have once been like a foresty area, but the foresty area could have also once been like an arid area. So I don't know. The lighting here is kind of neat. Okay. Oh, there's another thing that I wanted to talk about. So in my last recording, I think, of this game, I was talking a lot about Inside Out 2 for whatever reason, and I was thinking about it a little bit more, and there are things that I do have to give the movie some credit for, because I feel like I was being a little bit needlessly critical of like certain themes of the movie, and maybe that's like I was thinking about it a little bit more, and I was like, maybe I'm just like revealing to the world, and by the world I mean like a couple of people that happen to watch that part, like how I feel about certain things, like social groups and cliques and stuff, and I don't think I was like necessarily being like overly negative or positive in any sort of specific way, but I do think I was probably a little bit more critical than I needed to be regarding some parts, but there are some aspects of the movie that I think are I personally disagree with, and that's fine. I will say I really do like the ending. Spoilers. I really do like the ending scene of that movie where Joy, I think, is like, presumably Joy has like taken over the reins or whatever of the character, and and of Riley, I guess. And then as she's playing hockey, everything is just extremely slow motion. And then you can see how she, like Riley is like extremely in the flow of things, and how that's just like really awesome. That part I resonated actually with a lot, because I genuinely get that feeling when I'm like drawing or doing certain things, but mostly drawing. Like there are certain times when I'm drawing and literally it feels like I'm watching my hands move in slow-mo, or like watching the cursor move on screen slow-mo, because I use like a one of those drawing pads that isn't a monitor, even though I used to use a monitor, but now I don't. So it almost feels like watching results unfold in front of me, and that's a really cool feeling sometimes. And yeah, I guess that really does track or parallel with that ending scene in Inside Out 2. And I think the way they depicted it is really, really compelling and really accurate. So, yeah. How do I... Oh wait, I can just go here. And I think a lot of it has to do with like nervous system type stuff too. I will say, I think... I feel like this is probably where the trajectory could go if there was an Inside Out 3. But for an Inside Out 3, I feel like it would probably be the character dealing with their nervous system, like not so much a focus on the nervous and anxiety being like within the head exclusively, which I think is a very sort of commonly held sentiment, that like all nervousness and anxieties are just like a byproduct of like mental processes or whatever. I think it'd be interesting if they focused more on like more of the entire body, where like for example feeling okay in like the stomach for most of the day, or feeling okay in like the heart section, and how like this character learns to somehow develop warmth, and this warmth and like fuzzy feeling in their stomach, and it's not just like indigestion, but like it also helps with their like overall sort of being as well somehow, if that makes sense. Oh, this is a checkpoint level. Okay. Oh, there's 5 now. Okay. So with these, you just have to look for the signs, like the signposts, and then somehow make your way up the building. Okay, maybe go this way instead. First. Imagine this is like how you navigate a typical building. You just start like walking on walls. Like you go into your local like grocery store or whatever, and then you just start like wall running everywhere. You do like wall runs to get to a shortcut to like aisle 10 or something like that. By the way, this is really cool lighting. I've been trying to draw recently and focus on... I'm trying to like focus on lighting, but lighting has always admittedly not been like my strongest sort of area. I think I'm okay with drawing sort of like shapes and volume stuff, like volumetrics, but lighting is an entirely different thing for me, at least. Okay, that actually worked out somehow. I think go over there. And there's one more after that. Where's this one? Oh, it is this one. Where else am I supposed to go? Wow. Oh. There's one more. Over there? No, that's a jump pad. Wow, this level looks really cool. Wow. I think it's the coupons section over there. I'm pretty sure. Why am I just... Okay, I think it's fine. Okay, we have to go to the 5th floor. But how? Okay, I think maybe we need to go there instead. Not there. Here instead. Somehow crawl up this way. And then... Where am I? Okay, up this way. Here. Sorry for not... I'm just like trying to... For some reason this area is like throwing me off. Like we're getting into the coupon store. Oh, and I guess that's the thing. Maybe the coupon store is like just not easy to get to. Because it's just not easy to get to. Why? I'll leave that for the viewers to figure out. Maybe. I should take a day off. Things have been strange on their end lately. Okay, anyways. Is that it? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. Continue? Okay, I think there's probably like 2 more levels left. Okay, this feels a lot like Hong Kong. This part right here. I like this design choice where you literally just make literally just don't put anything here. I think it helps it like helps with the overall feel of the game and like it being exploratory or not exploratory, it being like you can just like go anywhere. Or like the idea of that or the sense of that, I guess. Okay, interesting. Down here. Wow, this level is really, really cool. This does feel a lot like Hong Kong. And then go here. I think maybe you probably are supposed to jump up there. Okay, it seems like there's a lot of different routes in this level, so that's cool. And then here we go this way. Wow. Wow. Okay, I know there's definitely a flow to this level, and I'm not really, like, I am taking the approach of just like appreciating the level design of this section. It's really neat. Can I just go here? This way. Is that like a boost? Or is that literally just X? I don't know what that is. Oh, there's a thing there. How? Oh, okay, I think you're supposed to go up there first. Somehow. Okay. This way. And then do a slide jump like that, and then do that. You remember Street Life 01. I guess I could talk about a memory regarding Street Life, but I think people have different interpretations of what Street Life means to them. Maybe go there. Here. And then go in here somewhere. Miss that jump. How am I? Okay. Yeah, that was a really cool level. I think there's probably one more. This might be the last one for now. But I wonder if they're like community-made levels as well. I feel like they're probably... There may be? I'm not entirely sure. Wow. The lighting here is really nice. Another thing that I like about this game is that it doesn't like force too much like movement mechanics. There's like one main system. It being you can like wall run and like grab onto ledges, and that's mostly it. Like there, for example, I think it'd be compelling to introduce like a game mechanic where you can like grab onto the rope and then like swing all the way to here, or like zip line there. But as soon as you introduce like too many other like little movement mechanics like that, I feel like it does take apart, it takes away a little bit from something of the game. And I think a lot of people have probably like articulated that a little bit better than me from like a game design standpoint. But this part looks really amazing. I think another thing is that this game does a lot with probably, I don't know anything about like design engines and optimization or whatever, but it achieves a really cool look that's not entirely realism, but it sort of has aspects of it, and it doesn't feel like it's an intensive kind of thing. Mainly like clever use of textures and lighting and things like that. Anyways. I'm looking forward to. The thing I was worried about was like I'd play through this game once and then not really like revisit I'd get like bored after, or I'd feel like, what's the point of doing like time trials and things like that? Like that's not really my thing. But I will say some of the levels do feel really. I do have like, I do kind of want to revisit some of the levels that I've played because there are like different routes, for example, and it's just fun. I think it is just like a fun thing. This, along with White Knuckle, are probably some of my favorite titles in the past like year or so. Not that I've like really played much, but yeah, this is really cool. And this level feels a little bit more. It does take on a little bit of a different like thematic tone than some of the previous ones. Oh, this is really cool. You know what? I think I saw the game developer on like Twitter or something. They released a screenshot of them working on this particular section, like modeling this area here. And yeah, it's really neat. I almost feel like it's hasty to provide like any sort of narrative conclusion as to like what like themes are happening in this game, and like the level and design stuff. And well, one is just because there isn't really like any narrative, or there's like a little bit, especially when you like talk to the residents in some like the previous levels. But I wouldn't say it's the entire thing is characterized by like grim dark kind of dystopic megalith decay kind of setting, or that it's like a more upbeat, hopeful solar punk kind of thing in some areas. I guess it just partially depends on the level too, and that is why I think this game is really cool. There we go. I think that's it. No, just kidding. Maybe this is the last one. Oh. Okay, there's something right there. Street Life Blues 3. Whoa. I guess I'll try going this way first. Okay, there's nothing. Oh. Okay. Is this like a sneak peek of what's to come? Bro. Cool. Wow. You have two doors. Answer my riddle. Okay, then you have to go there. I wonder if there's a way you can just like go through that without going through the jump pads. I'm like drooling over the geometry here. Oh, I'm appreciating the geometry. This part feels a little bit like... Well, I guess a lot of temples around the world probably exhibit certain patterns throughout their life cycle when it comes to like designs like this. But to me, it brought up like South Asian, like Southeast Asian sort of like temple design and pillar design. Yeah. Anyways, it probably could have also been like Persian as well. Oh. Like Spain, perhaps? Maybe? The blocks. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I've had an experience like this, very similar to that, like an out-of-body experience similar to this, where I was like floating around in like a white void space, and I was like drifting either towards or away from like a very, very, very large, like rotating disc sort of thing. Yeah, anyways, I think that's it. Volume by these people or creatures. I don't know if they want to. I don't know if I'd consider them people. They're creatures. Unreal Angelscript. Whoa. Okay, that seems cool. Yeah. And these are the people that worked on the music. Oh, one person did all the NPC voices. Cool. Wow. Oh, I like the look of this section a lot. I say that about like every level, honestly. Maybe I am just like I like how you can get sweaty on this level if you like really wanted to, for whatever reason. Okay. Well, I think I'll probably stop there, and then in the next recording of this game, because I will probably revisit this one, I'll just go through some of the earlier levels and probably just do like just like talk about random stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching.